Hey guys! Happy Friday! Who's on with me? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I know I was supposed to be on at 12 o'clock and it's like 12:20, but I was running around getting props because I thought it would be fun to have props for this. It says my connection is weak. It always says that. Who cares? Who's on with me? Hey, Jody. Welcome. Welcome to Friday's chat. It's like I have my own show here. Okay, so I'm not going to wait for any more people to come on. We're just going to get to it. Today's topic is brought to you by actually one of you guys, one of you viewers that came on with me live yesterday, wanted me to talk about getting sick. Hey, Jody. Hey, Sean's on here. All right. It's a lifestyle challenge party, you guys. Good to have the coaches on. Okay, so talking about, are you sick right now? Is anybody sick right now? Are you around anybody that's sick? I don't know about you, but I've been teaching classes. Hey, Ella. Who's sick right now? I've been teaching. I'm not sick right now, but I've been teaching classes and personal training clients who've been sick. And also, even where I keep my horse, there's a couple of people who've been sick too. So there's, what's going on here? Yep. Okay. So Sean is tuning in with us here. He's in bed sick. And we've got Sherry. Hey Sherry, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sandy Knox. I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm a fitness instructor, personal trainer, and co-owner of Body Balance. And I have about 10 different certifications in fitness and nutrition. And today I'm going to talk about my tips for preventing getting sick, and also what to do when you are sick, and knowing the difference between a virus and bacteria. Who we got here? Yes, tons in school. I hear you. I get it. You know what? The kids are going to school. They're bringing stuff home. But you know what? Here's the thing, guys, and I'm a firm believer of this, is we can either improve our immune systems or we can kill it, okay? With food, with vitamins, with minerals, with nutrients. Clean eating and getting all of our supplements that we need and proper exercise can eliminate, or not eliminate, but actually help prevent getting sick. I'm going to knock on wood here. But I rarely come down with something, because if I feel it coming on, I nip it right away. A lot of times people will feel something coming on and they just kind of like, oh, it's nothing, it's nothing. 2-3 days later, it's full blown. But if we can catch it at the beginning, then you can actually back it up. And I'm speaking from experience, and I'm also not 18 years old, okay? I'm 45 years old, and I have built an immune system that is so strong, and I feed it every single day. And how does it repay me? By not getting sick with every little single thing that everybody's sick with around me, okay? So I'm not saying you have to put yourself in a bubble, but I've got some great tips here for you that's actually worked for myself and my husband for many years. Who else we got on? Oh, at work sick. Nice, Sean. Pass around the germs. Okay, so first off, a virus, it would be like a cold, okay? So you're just going to have to kind of take it through its course. But if you can catch it right at the beginning, you can limit how long that you're going to have it. Hey, Sheldon, my better half is on here with us. Fantastic. Okay, everybody's having their lunch break with me. Okay, so that's a virus. Bacteria is more of an infection. Okay, so like a strep infection or, you know, ear, nose, and throat infection. Here's the thing. What I do every single day, and my other half, Sheldon, does too, is we gargle with warm water and salt. About a tablespoon of salt. And I got some here today. Look at that. Salt. This is sea salt, actually. And so why I'm saying gargle every day, I project for a living, which means I project my voice. Right now I'm speaking from my diaphragm. So anybody that teaches anything projects their voice. So I'm projecting today. Yesterday I wasn't projecting, and I noticed my voice got a little scratchy in it, and I know better than that, so I project for a living. But if I feel like a little tickle in the back of my throat, that is the warning that bacteria is collecting back there. If you don't get rid of it back there, that's when it goes into infection. That's when you get a throat infection and a nose infection and an ear infection, and it's just everywhere, right? So let's catch it at the beginning. Who else is on with us? fighting a cold a client had but didn't take me down. Yes. So Sheldon is fully functional. He deals with clients every day at his business that he runs with his parents' IG office. There's your little plug there, Sheldon, on Henderson Highway. It's right next to Body Balance. And so he deals with clients every day coming in sick. So I'm saying build up your immune system. Okay, so we talked about the difference between virus and bacteria. Who's on? Tracy. And who else is on? Amanda. Okay, so my first tip, Vicks. I know, it's old school. Grandma was right. Now, I'm not like sponsoring or selling any of this stuff. I just like props and it's fun. So what I do if I feel a little tickle in the back of my throat coming on, that's the first sign. Don't ignore it. I gargle with salt water, okay? Get rid of that bacteria gathering back there. The second thing I'll do is if I'm already sick or I feel something coming on or even as maintenance, I take Vicks, okay? Open it up. This is well used. Hardly anything in here. Ooh, smells good. So I take it and I do a strip down my nose. Now, old school way was we would put it under here. Now I look like I have a mustache. We put it under here. Grandpa said put it under here. No, that's not good, okay? We don't want it getting up into the nose. Burning, no good. Put that strip down your nose. And boy, does that open your nasal passages. Right, Sheldon? Yes. Hey, Tracy. And put it on the sides of your neck or maybe even your chest and your back. It depends on whether or not you're doing it for maintenance or whether or not you're really full-blown sick. Hey, Melinda. Welcome. My tips on how to prevent getting sick and what to do if you are. Okay, so that was that one. What's our next one? Oh, and get lots of rest. I know it's hard if you got little kids running around, you're working a full-time job and things like that, but try and get as much rest as you can possible all the time. But especially if you're sick right now. Right, John? Okay, so the next one is irrigation. I know. I'm speaking to the farmers now. Irrigation. Has anybody done like a neti pot rinse? Because that's what this is, only I don't have a neti pot, but it's the same idea. Now this is a ready rinse sinus flow, and this is great for, hey, give me some hearts and thumbs up and some love to let me know that we're actually talking about something relevant that you can use. Okay, so this is what we use, okay, as a sinus rinse. And again, it's the same idea as gargling your salt with your warm water. It's to get rid of the bacteria that's starting to build up at the back of your throat and into your sinuses, okay, your empty cavities here. If stuff starts to accumulate there, that turns into infection. This, we want to get rid of it. Love mine. Yes, Jody, it's awesome. Okay, so it comes with these packages. You put warm water in here, not hot, not cold, not out of the tap, okay? Amanda, I was just researching those. So this is perfect, relevant information. Okay, so we take this, we put it in here, we've got our warm water, we put this on, finger over top, give it a shake. Okay, now I'm not going to like do on a full-on nasty demonstration here, but I must say I never did this. Like, it took me years to figure this out. I always gargled, but then it took me a while to get used to this. Now you actually put it, you know, one nostril, tip your head forward to the side, squeeze, and then the water will irrigate up through your sinuses. I know. You had no idea I was going to do this how-to like this, did you? Oh, the other thing about your warm water and salt rinse, when you've got your cup with the water and you've got your salt in there and you've gargled for your throat, let's not forget the nose, okay? Because this is where things collect in your nose from the hairs. Get a Q-tip, dip it in the water, and swirl it around in your nostrils. I know you had no idea I was going to get this involved, did you? I'm sharing all of my secrets are coming out now as to how I always have this kind of energy, why I'm always fit and healthy. Well, now the secret is... These are all my secrets, and it works, and I'm 45. Hello. Okay, so what else have we got here? We talked about irrigation, the salt water, vitamin C. Jack up the vitamin C. We're going to need more than an apple at this point, okay? People are starting to get sick around you. You're feeling good, but you're maybe starting to feel a little tired. If you start getting run down, jack the vitamin C up. Again, I am telling you from personal experience what works for me. These are my tips, okay? And I will jack mine up to 1,000 milligrams, okay? So you can get that in your orange juice. Hopefully you're doing unsweetened, but you can also get the effervescent tablets, which are 1,000 milligrams as well. Who else we got on here? Good idea. Never thought of that. Perfect. So I'm so glad this is relevant information for you guys. Okay, so I didn't bring in with me the effervescent tablets, but Sheldon, I think you get them at Shoppers or Walmart. They come in a tube, and there's about 10 of them, and they're just round tablets, 1,000 milligrams. I'm telling you, you pop that in your water, and you're good to go by the next day. If you get to the point where you missed the boat, you felt the tickle, you didn't address it, it went into a full-on infection, and now you're on antibiotics for 10 days. Okay, so we've all been there. You know, I've been on antibiotics, Sheldon's been on antibiotics. It happens, okay? So you can't beat yourself up about it. However, we want to limit the amount of times we get to that point, because what happens is the antibiotics is killing the good the good in your body, okay? So what you want to do is add your prebiotics and your probiotics, and at the end I'll tell you about how we get that into our daily regime. So that's what happens when you get on antibiotics. We have to feed the good stuff back in again, okay? Keep your fluids up, your soups and things like that, and make sure you drink lots of water. I wanted to touch on this. Tracy, yes, vitamin C, the easiest thing you can do, tastes good, and yes, the kids like it too. Perfect. Thanks so much for that, Tracy, and good to have you on board here this afternoon. Now, I deal with this a lot as an instructor and as a trainer. People coming sick, or maybe not full on, they're just starting to kind of get pulled down. You know, that kind of the energy starts coming down, you start to feel a little bit not right. When people still come to my fitness classes or my personal training sessions, I will dial it back. I will tell them, look, you're going to go dial it back, 50%, 60%, 70%. I want you to just go through the motions. So if you're still working out, you want to stick to something that's not high intensity and not for as long as you would. And if you're lifting the weights, you're going to dial that back. The idea is you can actually fuel your body, give yourself more energy, more power, more strength to fight off what's trying to take you down. But if you go too hard, you're going to use your body's reserve, as I call it, and it's going to have nothing to fight with. If you put it all out there, you're not helping yourself, okay? So if you're going to work out, dial it back. It will help you depending on what you're dealing with. Okay, so what else have we got here? Wash your hands. Now, I'm on my third career. My first career was a nurse's aide in Portage la Prairie at the Lions Prairie Manor. For those of you from Manitoba or Portage la Prairie, yay! Okay, I did that for 10 years. And washing hands was the number one thing, because when you're going from room to room, you do not want to be passing on any germs. So think about that in your home. Think about that in your workplace. I came from a corporate environment. My second career, I climbed the corporate ladder. I wore a suit to work in my briefcase. People were always sick, just like they were at the Lions Manor. They were always sick in the corporate office too. But I had my own office, or you'd have your own desk space. Have your hand wipes. If you, have your try and get the all natural hand spray. Try to avoid those alcohol. There's a lot of stuff in there that's not so good. And if you lick your hands afterwards because you've had lunch or something and you start ingesting this, be very, very, very careful, okay, with that stuff, with the alcohol in there. But just, water. Just regular soap and water. Wash your hands at your desk. Wash your desk area. I used to wipe my desk area down all the time. With my nephew having cancer, this is the single most important thing we can do to prevent. Hallelujah. Yes, Tracy. Thank you so much for sharing that personal experience with us. I truly appreciate that. And it is so important. And back from my nurse's aide days when I was 20, I've learned this and carried it on. Wash your hands. Okay, we have all natural hand sanitizer. We have at our studio, because if somebody's coming in and they're handling everything, okay, you want to make sure that before you leave, people pump, and they're on their way, so we don't pass this around. I always wipe off my workspace, so if we can wash our hands, we can prevent passing these on to others. The other thing is, You want to keep up your strength, so make sure that you're not skipping meals. You're kind of going to lose, as things kind of creep up on you or you get sick, you might lose your appetite, but you want to make sure, hey, Crystal, you want to make sure that you're still eating, okay? You might almost feel like you're forcing yourself to eat, but you need to build your strength to fight off what's coming or what's already arrived, okay? Green tea is great for digestion. What else? We talked about, cleaning your house and cleaning your workspace. Another most amazing thing ever. I am about being as all natural with products as I can. And the other thing is cleaning. Do you know that vinegar, we buy it by practically the cases here. We use it in our dishwasher as a rinse. It's a natural antibacterial. Hello, why wouldn't we want to use this? We use it to clean. We put it on our salads. We rinse our dishes with it. Make sure, yes, and if you have somebody sick in the house and you have a dishwasher, make sure you got that on hot water and you've got your vinegar in there as your rinse, okay, to kill off any germs on the dishes. We don't think of that, do we? Okay, get that water hot. So yes, we clean our whole house and our fitness studio. Vinegar. It is amazing. Amazing. I can't say it enough. Vinegar. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So, how to prevent getting sick in the first place. I am the queen of prevention. Eating clean. Can't say it enough. I know it seems obvious, but, here's the thing. You're going to get out of your body what you put in. If you put crap in, what are we getting out? Exactly. You want to put in clean food, clean, organic as much as you can. Maybe you have a garden, but get the clean food in. If you are putting in fast food into your body 5 days a week, do not think that you're going to be fighting off sickness, okay? That is not helping. Great minds think alike. I do the same with vinegar. I love this. Tracy, we are like sisters. Okay. Clean food, number one. And if you need some help with some recipes, you're a little lost, you don't know where to start, send me a little comment down here or private message me. I'll help you out with some recipes and get you moving. Another prevention, exercise. I know, and I'm not just saying this because obviously I've been in the health and fitness industry for over a decade now, but seriously, and I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Come closer, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Okay, I'm an 80s girl, and I was a huge junk food addict. I'll tell you, before I got into this industry, like literally, I ate what I want, when I want, how much I want. Fruit Loops for breakfast. I'm whispering this is so bad, all my secrets are coming out. Fruit Loops for breakfast, popcorn for lunch, and fruit roll-ups for supper. Seriously, right up till probably almost 20 or early 20s. Seriously, I was on my own at 18. So, it was a free-for-all, I'm telling you. And I've just learned so much from, those old habits of eating crappy. So if you come from that or you're there right now, don't worry. You can still change it. I changed it. I was a junk food addict. And I wasn't the healthiest person. And did I get sick? Quite often when I worked at the Lions Prairie Manor as a nurse's aide, I got sick a lot. And I just wasn't feeding my body properly. And I was active, but I wasn't exercising. There's a difference between running around with the kids, horseback riding on your quads, riding your bicycle. That's physical activity. Exercise is when you train your body specifically for, you have a cardio element, cardiovascular, you're training like resistance training, strength training, we're building your muscles for posture and everything. So there is a difference. So if you get exercise in there as prevention, it's unbelievable. The other thing I do every single day is gargle warm water and salt, about a tablespoon of salt into a cup of water. Every single day, and it's because I project. I use my voice for a living. So those of you teachers, trainers that I'm speaking to here, or if you naturally project because you're a singer, those are the other people. So I have been projecting here the whole time. Okay, and so I want you to gargle every single night, because as you were talking to people throughout the day, they're shooting off their germs. It's coming out into the air. And where is it landing? Coming in here into the back of the throat. If you gargle at night, you can get rid of that bacteria so that it doesn't turn into an infection and then antibiotics. And what do we got going on here? I don't know. Anyways, we got rid of it. Don't they know I'm live? Okay. What's the other thing I wanted to talk about? Okay, so prevention. Clean food, exercise, gargling every day. Get in your vitamins and your minerals and your nutrients. We can get so much from our food, but we do require some supplementation, especially if you're working out really hard too. So, and we don't always get what we need from our food. Are you sure that you're getting the proper vitamins and nutrients and minerals? Are you measuring things out? Are you making sure you're getting the daily intake? Most people aren't, okay? Or you need more because of the workouts you're doing. I do a lot of workouts, plus I move for a living. So yes, do I supplement? What do we got going on? Hey, Lynn, hello. I'm just wrapping up, Lynn, but my smoking gun is my breakfast that I have every day. I used to scramble egg whites and put in my spinach and all this stuff, and I used to make my own smoothies, and so I'd pull out all my ingredients and I'd line it all up, and you know, there was like 17 to 20 ingredients, you know, the chia seeds, and trying to get, you know, everything that I needed for superfoods, because so many superfoods help with, you know, inflammation and are antibacterial and things like that. So we need those superfoods, especially these days with our super bugs and germs, right? So I've simplified. I'm no longer frying in the frying pan my egg whites and my spinach and pulling out 24 ingredients. It went from 17 to 24. To make the smoothies, I now have this option that comes in a bag, and I put a scoop into the blender and I add in any fruit that I want and a little bit of ice and some milk, either coconut milk or skim milk or rice milk or almond milk. My favorite right now is coconut milk. Add that all into the blender, stir it up. That's my breakfast. It's about 200 to 300 calories by the time you get everything together, and it's got everything in there you need for the day. The vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients, the superfoods, everything in there. It's a meal replacement. We do it for breakfast. You can do it for lunch or for supper, but it's been the smoking gun for us. Fun fact, bacteria grow exponentially. One bacterium will split itself and turn into, oh, nice. I love this, Amanda. And you're so right. I'm so glad that you typed that, because when I was picking out what I wanted to talk about, I was going to get into some of that, but I wasn't sure anybody wanted to hear about, I was really going to start dissecting the size of the virus and the bacteria and how one's smaller than the other. And I wasn't really sure anybody wanted to hear that. But Amanda, you did want to hear it. I'm so glad you posted that. Okay, guys, so that is my tips on how to prevent getting sick and what to do if you are sick. And did you know that it's Flex Friday? So don't forget to flex. All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for tuning in.